and contributes to a harmonious society. Virtue is like a shining light, guiding us to make good choices and treat others with kindness. In our daily life, we encounter numerous of examples of virtue. Let us take honesty for instance. Imagine a friend of mine who admits to accidentally breaking a toy but chooses to tell the truth instead of hiding the mistake. That's an act of honesty. Another important virtue is kindness. If we think about the student who helps others with struggling with their schoolwork, this act of compassion is demonstration of virtue that makes our school a better place. Courage is yet another virtue we see around us. If we picture a student standing up against bullying, even if it means facing challenges, that bravery embodies the virtue of courage. Respecting others is a fundamental virtue. When we appreciate the differences in our classmates and treat everyone with kindness, we create an inclusive and supportive environment. Finally, responsibility is a virtue that we can observe in our daily routines. Let us take a student who takes care of their belongings, do their homework on time, and helps to keep the classroom tidy. This sense of responsibility contributes to a well-functioning and an organized school life. In conclusion, virtues are not just abstract concepts but practical qualities that shape our future and influence our actions. As we go about days, let's remember to embrace the virtues like kindness, honesty, courage, responsibility, respect, making our surrounding a place where virtue thrives. Thank you.
Thank you, Antarasha. You can go downstairs. Now I would like to call Rajnatini Kumari of 5A from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya. Please come forward.
The respected teachers and my dear friends, I am Rajnatini Kumari Shao from class 5A. Virtue is originating from the Latin term virtus. Embodies a standard of excellence across moral, social, and intellectual domains. The pursuit of virtue is regarded as the integral to human flourishing esteem as a fundamental purpose in life. In Plato's view, virtue comprises the wisdom, courage, moderation, and justice, serving as foundational pillars of moral excellence and social harmony. Aristotle posited that virtue is indispensable for attaining happiness. Gautam Buddha emphasizes that importance of achieving perfection in detachment, comparison, and wisdom as the three fundamentals virtue leading to. Swami Vivekananda defended that virtue as any quality or action that reduces selfishness. causing harm to others as in school. So in conclusion, the outcome of the word virtue is that quality of human being which disposes one to conduct oneself in any condition. That good qualities that includes kindness, benevolence, courage, truth, patience, affection, charity, respect to others and also unconditional love are considered as virtue. Gandhiji views virtue as truth and non-violence. Thank you.
Call Pratik Mishra of 5B from Gyan Bharati English Medium to come forward.
Today I am going to deliver a speech on virtue. The word virtue comes from the Latin word virtus, a quality of excellence that may be moral, social or intellectual. When we take pleasure in doing something that is right, even when it is difficult or initially unpleasant, we establish virtue as a habit and will be called a virtuous person. The 6 admirable virtues we can talk about are: first, honesty, which is a virtue of great value. It makes a person reliable and trustworthy. We should never tell lies and must be truthful in all walks of our life. Next is courage, that indicates fearlessness in anything and everything we do. It is less about physical boldness but more about mental and moral strength. Success is attained by those only who are courageous. It also helps us to overcome from unrealistic fear and self-doubt. One more virtue we can talk about is respect. We should respect our parents, teachers and all elders. Obeying them is the best way to show respect. Hurting others' feelings indicates disrespect and must be avoided always. Next comes humility, which is a virtue of strength that helps us to overcome from pride and ego. When we are humble, our actions are directed by our heart and not by the desire to be noticed or praised by others. Then there is selflessness, is thinking less about yourself and more about good of others. Helping others in need is an act of kindness and an indication of a generous mind. So we should indulge ourselves as much as possible to be compassionate and empathetic towards others. Last but not the least is discipline. Discipline is an essential virtue one should acquire during the student life. Discipline means complete obedience to certain rules and regulations. Life without discipline is like a boat without an oar. For example, an athlete disciplines himself and refrains from smoking, observes good food habit, keeps good health just to maintain his fitness. I conclude by saying that virtue implies internal excellence and is the habit of abstaining from doing moral evil, that is a quality of good character. A life of virtue is a life of happiness.
Thank you, Pratik Mishra. Now, I would like to call Aman Shah of 5B from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya to come forward.
Good morning, respected academic director, madam, principal ma'am, and the teachers present here. A warm welcome to my friend, and I wish the very best of luck
reach an elevated height, both morally and spiritually. Thank you.
Thank you, Aman Shaw. After the performances of Class 5, we will move forward to the performances of Class 4. I would like to call Ansupriya Kumari from Gyan Bharati English Medium of 4A to come forward.
Yes, and my dear friends, my name is Ansupriya Kumari from class 4A. Today I will tell a speech on virtue. Virtue are attitude, disposition or character that enable us to be and to act by the ways that develop and present here. They enable us to the first ideals we have adopted: honesty, courage, integrity, fidelity. They are all examples of virtue. Overall, virtue is an important part of our life that helps us to lead a good and meaningful life. Honesty, courage, compassion are virtues that a human should have. It is important of value because it helps us in Asian and modern societies. They are deep honesty, moral courage, moral vision, sensitivity. They describe our little ways of reasoning, his or her basic beliefs that are emotions that are associated with those beliefs. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Ansupriya. Now I would like to call Ashish Kumar of 4A from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya to
I feel privileged to be a part of this event. Today I am going to furnish a short speech on virtue. What is virtue actually? Virtue is a trait of excellence. It may be moral, social or intellectual. Virtue is an individual's greatness in doing what is right and avoiding what is wrong. Let us now understand virtue according to the perspective of renowned philosopher of Greece, Socrates, and influential philosopher posited virtue is a knowledge. It is a teachable. Those who do wrong things do not have knowledge. Aristotle, another famous philosopher, posited virtue is a happiness and we can wise through the habit. We all know Hrithik Roshan, the prominent Bollywood personality. To him, patience is the mother of all virtues. So, be patient. Also, service to society is the noblest of all virtues. To me, virtue is a honesty and accountability, not because they are natural, but because they are hard. Virtue is a sacrifice and self-control. Virtue amounts to hundreds of tiny good decisions that build up over time that makes a good person. I conclude my speech with enlightened person Gautama Buddha. Just as the treasures are uncovered from the earth, so virtue appears from good deeds. In today's interconnected world, fostering moral character into us is very important, and we can empower ourselves and contribute to the betterment of society. Thank you, Ashish Kumar, Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya, Class 4.
Thank you, Ashish Kumar. Now I would like to call Shorajit Das of 4B from Gyan Bharati English Medium to come forward.
Shorajit Das. I study in class 4B. Today I am going to deliver you a speech on virtue. The modern man is so realistic that he is unable to appreciate the sterling virtues of life. The 5 virtues which I most admire are truth, honesty, straightforwardness, bravery, and patriotism. Now, I would like to explain the reasons of my admiring these virtues. First of all, let's take the truth. The truth is a virtue which nobody can challenge. The man of truth is a man of power. Mahatma Gandhi defeated the mighty British Empire
that everybody is ready to believe in him. An honest businessman always has a good number of customers, but a dishonest businessman always loses his customers one by one. Straightforwardness is also a great virtue. The man who expresses his mind freely earns the admiration of one and all. Everybody knows that such a man has nothing to hide. Bravery is a wonderful virtue. Many good men in the world cannot achieve success in their life simply because they lack courage. If they were brave, they could do a lot of good to themselves and to others. Real bravery is selfless in nature. A soldier has to be brave, otherwise he will lose the battle. Patriotism is a wonderful virtue. It is essential for all of us, for our country. The man who does not love his country is really born at a wrong place and a wrong time. Such a really good man is always patriotic and loves his country. Now, I would like to conclude my speech by saying the importance of virtue. Ethics cannot be shown or realized unless and until you understand the moral values. It is not through only understanding. We have to apply this moral guidance in real life situations to be more ethical in decision making. Thank you.
Thank you, Shorji Dash. Now I would like to request Priya Sharma of 4B from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya to come forward.
Respected teachers and all my dear friends, it is indeed an honor to be the part of this competition and deliver a speech on virtue. I, Priya Sharma of class 4B of Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya School, feeling very honored and happy of getting a chance to start my speech. The word virtue comes from Latin root word for man. At first, virtue means manliness or valor, but over time it settled into the sense of moral excellence. And virtue is a trait of excellence, including the traits that may be moral, social, or intellectual. According to Aristotle, virtue is a permanent state of mind formed with the concurrence of the will and based upon an ideal of what is best in actual life, an ideal fixed by reason. Virtue is created by the habit of fulfilling duty. It is the quality of being moral. But Aristotle treats virtue as the habit of choosing the mean or middle path. Intelligent people always adopt the golden mean. Intelligent people always adopt the golden mean in respect of any and everything. This habit is choice is virtue. This habit is choice is virtue. I can say virtue is need to be kept with all of us, and we need to make sure that we help in teaching the values of virtue to all. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya Sharma. I would like to request you to give a round of applause for the spirit and dedication of our participants. Now, I would like to call all the participants on the stage and also our judges to come forward and announce the result of this competition. Students, the participants, please come forward, all of you. Antara Shah, Pratik Mishra, Raznavini Kumari, Aman Shah, Anshupriya Kumari, Shaurajit Dash, Ashish Kumar and Priya Sharma. Please come forward.
From class 5A of Gyan Bharati Vidyalaya English Medium. I am Pratik Mishra from class 5B from Gyan Bharati Vidyalaya English Medium.
I am Anshupriya Kumari from class 4A English Medium.
I am Shaurajit Das from class 4B in Gyan Bharati Vidyalaya English Medium.
Rashmi Kumari Shaw from class 5A school Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya.
I am Aman Shah of class 5B from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya.
I am Ashish Kumar from class 4A from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya.
I am Priya Sharma of class 2B of Gyan Bharati Balika
A very good morning to all my dear children. You all have presented very well, you all have performed very well. And in this aspect, it becomes very difficult to make any sorts of judgment. But still, looking from the point of judgmental aspect, we have decided some names. But that doesn't mean that those students who are not in this category have performed badly or a little bit backwardly. I am announcing the names of the contestants who are eligible for getting the prizes, first, second, third prizes. First of all, I am announcing the names from class 5. The first prize goes to Pratik Mishra, class 5.
Ma'am, please come forward.
You give one for own department. In which department you say? Department not.
Pratik Mishra from Gyan Bharati English Medium. He is the first winner. He is from class 5. Next we have Antara Shaw from class 5 of Gyan Bharati English Medium to hold the second position. Next we have Aman Shaw from Gyan Bharati Balika Vidyalaya